I came across this video, and I think it goes without saying, I like it. I like what's happening. As a former Mormon, this is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. But what I'm here to talk about is the comment section. I've screenshotted a selection of these comments that I don't have to read out loud. I will let them speak for themselves. The first issue, obviously, is the racist. I guarantee you these comments were made by people who would start sentences with, I'm not racist, but, and do not think they are racist. May or may not know how racist coded the phrases that they're saying are, and may or may not know any black people, but they are used to Mormon sacrament meetings, which are so boring, so bland, so quiet, no clapping, nothing like this, no instruments, no rapping. That would never happen. I just love and hate that the main vibe of the comments was Mormons like, that can't happen in there. That's not right. We're not, and I'm white and I didn't know. But these comments are disturbing, obviously, but not surprising. I feel like the vast majority of the comments were Mormons saying this is not okay. Yes, there were some people that chimed in, Mormon and non-Mormon or ex-Mormon or whatever, kind of calling these people out for their opinions that this is not okay. What this reminds me of the most is how in Mormon church, a lot of the time that we spent there was time dedicated to reminding us what we believe as Mormons, reminding us what is true, reminding us what the church teaches, reminding us what the prophet currently says, what other prophets have said, reaffirming what Mormon doctrine is, what you're supposed to believe is true, what's not true, how other people get it wrong. That was a huge thing that pushed me out too, was how such a focus, so much time spent on how everybody else gets it wrong. And that's coming up in these comments with the, we're supposed to be different. We're not supposed to do this kind of thing. That's everybody else. That's not us. I'm sorry, but it's what Mormons do. And of course, yes, not just Mormons, but I talk about Mormonism here. Rehash the phrases that they've been taught, the things that they say are true about Mormonism. A lot of time in the ex-Mormon space, and apparently the Mormon space online, is dedicated to arguing about if something is something the church teaches or taught, or if it's not. What does the church believe? What is true? The church is true. If the church teaches it, it is officially true. And so these comments were all about that. Like, back up for a second and think about it. I'm not Christian, so I'm not agreeing with the content of the song, the words of the song, right? But I can tell it is joyful, it is expressive, it's creative, it's fun, it's energetic, it's celebratory, it's different than what you get in Mormon church. I don't see any reason anyone would look at that and say, that is wrong. That is ethically, morally wrong with God. Now, people will come in the comments and say, no, it's not that's wrong. It's doing it in that room, which again goes back to the racism. This should be in the cultural hall. This should be on Friday. It's fucked up for me to look at those comments and see how the first thing that these people had to dart out in their little type or with their thumbs or whatever to comment is about how this is not okay to have in that room. And to make it even more disturbing, but also not surprising, I don't know if this account is an official church account. I don't know. But this comment is from the account reminding everyone, trying to calm everyone down, that they have permission. This group has special permission to do this in their chapel. So calm down, everybody, because the church said it was okay. So right there, it's permission. You need permission and authority for everything you do in the Mormon church. It's just crazy to me that this video isn't just, hey, look, it's people in a church singing in a really fun, energetic gospel way. It's, hey, look, don't worry, everybody. It's okay because the church said it was okay. The church gave them explicit permission to do this thing that usually would not be okay in that room. Not okay. We're saying that it is okay. And everybody comes in the comments and they're like,